Tonight, President Trump taking action on what he said today was his top campaign issue, immigration and the southern border. He said the economy and prices were important, but that he still believes immigration was the bigger issue. The president declaring a national emergency at the border and saying deportations will begin. And tonight, the Mexican government now warning Mexicans in the U.S. what to do if law enforcement knocks on the door. ABC's Matt Rivers tonight in Tijuana.
Donald Trump is back.
I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
In responding to his threat to deport millions, the Mexican government today advising Mexicans in the U.S. to not open their doors for law enforcement unless necessary. Of the 11 or 12 million estimated to be in the U.S. illegally, roughly half are Mexican.
We are preparing in shelters. We are preparing in beds.
Many deported likely would be coming home after a decade or two in the U.S. Sources close to the plan say Mexico is prepping another 24 shelters with tens of thousands of beds, not enough to meet demand. So they're propped up by privately run shelters like Embajadores de Jesus in Tijuana.
Is it hard to prepare for something that you don't really know what it's going to look like?
It's called worst-case scenario planning.
So when it's done, this space will house up to 150 people at a time. The fact is, 150 more spots is nowhere near the need there will be when we see the kind of deportations that we're expecting.
President Trump today made seeking asylum much harder, canceling all appointments already set up by migrants. Kenia Alvarez, now in Tijuana, had feared as much.
Esa incertidumbre es la peor parte.
She says the uncertainty of not knowing how it's all going to end up. What will happen to the children? Will they return us here or back to our own country? If they're going to keep us in prison for who knows how long, if they take the kids away, all of that. Everyone here is waiting to see what's next, and today, they're just beginning to find out.
All right, our team on both sides of the border tonight. Let's go to Matt Rivers first. He's in Tijuana, Mexico. And Matt, we saw the cancellations of those existing asylum appointments today at the U.S. border. And the president of Mexico, how is she responding tonight? Has she responded to what we've heard already from President Trump on day one? Has she signaled whether she's willing to cooperate with President Trump?
Yeah, David, we haven't heard from her yet. She will give a press conference tomorrow morning responding to all of this. But I can tell you there is mass fear and confusion tonight amongst the hundreds of thousands of migrants that are essentially now stuck here in Mexico. The government's saying they'll open up tens of thousands of additional shelter spots, but even that might not be enough. President Trump saying he wants to restart the Remain in Mexico program, which forces asylum seekers to stay in Mexico while their claims are processed. He also wants Mexico to step up immigration enforcement. But the thing about all that is you need Mexico's cooperation, and that became way more complicated tonight after President Trump formally declared certain cartels based here in Mexico as foreign terrorist organizations. Mexico will not like that, and the president has shown a willingness before, David, to stand up to President Trump.
A lot of eyes will be on the president of Mexico when she speaks tomorrow. Her first reaction to this publicly. Matt Rivers in Tijuana. Matt, thank you.